Hi, I'm Elle, a divine feminine and her power, here to help you find and stand in your own divine power. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, hey, I'm super happy that you found me. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and join our little fam here. If you're returning, welcome back. You know your support means so much to me. How are you? This is going to be our weekly twin flame check-in. I am back home, and actually I couldn't find my small tripod, so I'm using a bigger tripod, and we're doing this. I've got lots of stuff to unpack and get ready still. You know how it is when you come back. So I'm taking a little break to do this little reading and see what comes up. I'm also going to be working on horoscopes for July, so those will be out soon as I get to them. Okay, well, everything will be timestamped down below if you're looking for a specific reading. As usual, take messages that resonate, leave the rest behind. And yeah, okay, let's get started with our divine feminine, see what is coming in this week ahead. All right, how are you doing, divine feminines? Hope you've had a lovely week. Thank you so much for joining me, for being here. Get cozy, let's check in and see what's coming in this week. We are, as I'm recording this, I think most readings are timeless, but as I'm recording this, we're leaving the energy of the strawberry full moon, which is that harvest moon. And oh my gosh, it's so humid today where I am, and my cards are sticky. If you can, it's weird. It's just a humid day. My throat is getting kind of itchy, and it feels like I just heard honesty. It's like the divine feminines are finally being honest with themselves, or maybe with others. It just feels like this clearing energy in my throat. Divine feminines, we have the beginning of the week. You know what? Let me clarify before we get into this, because I see that divine feminines, we're in our head right now. We're kind of feeling all the things, overthinking. This is a card of sleepless nights, a bit of anxiety. For some, I'm hearing downloading. It's like an overactive imagination almost. Is one of these flipped? At nighttime, divine feminines. Maybe not. So some of you divine feminines could be experiencing some sleepless nights at the beginning of this week. What's this about? The King of Pentacles. Interesting. So you could be picking up some anxiety or transmuting for your counterpart, divine feminine. Look at that, the bottom of the deck, the same card. The Nine of Swords. I just heard ego death. So there's a lot of transformation right off the bat this week. Full moons are the end of a cycle. They're that purge. And, we're always purging to make room for the new. But this seems to be, I just heard crutch. It's almost like you're being a crutch energetically, or you could be physically for your counterpart, and you're feeling the weight of that, divine feminine. But I'm also hearing that that's almost over. Now, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So what you've been investing in is now starting to come back for you, divine feminine. The investments are giving you a return. You're now seeing your counterpart coming into some form of strength. I'm also hearing that divine feminine, you've had to come into your own strength, specifically in areas of work. If someone's thinking of writing a book, this is kind of specific, but I'm seeing like an author signature, so it's kind of specific. But moving into the week, divine feminine, we have King of Cups energy with which is this really beautiful, well, it is a masculine card, but it's a card of expressing love. So You're moving from this kind of dark energy into this very positive energy. I mean, look how it kind of moves. We've got the Two of Cups, the Empress, which is that card, that divine feminine card. So this King of Cups it's an expression of love. I'm being drawn to the fish there, which is going with the flow, but you've got the Tower in reverse. Divine feminines, for some, this could have to do specifically with your masculine. There's been some sort of divine intervention where perhaps you stepped in, divine feminine. You were the divine intervention. Look, you came in. So we're in Cancer season now. That's the Chariot energy. And it's this heavy in your feelings, but it's also moving forward quickly. I'm hearing not shying away. So it's like you've sparked something in your counterpart, divine feminine. Some sort of communication has inspired a lot of love to start being kind of poured in your direction. So I'm not sure, take that as it resonates. Moving midweek, we've got the Two of Wands, which is my card of a conversation to be had. That's communication. It's also about realizing the value and worth of things. So perhaps divine feminine, you are, I'm hearing for some doing some sort of gratitude list, or just seeing your life and feeling very grateful for what you have in it, which is starting to attract more of these things into your life. But for some, it is some sort of conversation to be had, news that's coming in. The Three of Cups is celebration. So yeah, this could be really good news that's coming in for someone. This could be, in forms of, I just heard graduation, but it's something to celebrate. Some hearing some news midweek, divine feminine. Some of you could be hearing some really great news. We've got, look at that energy. That's beautiful. So we've got, moving in towards the end of the week, divine feminine, the Two of Cups and the Magician. The Two of Cups is that card of, divine love that's mutual. So for some, it is, I'm hearing actually romantic getaway. We've got 2-2 here. And again, a lot of this communication. So there's a lot of expressing. I'm hearing leveling out. With the Magician, this is something that you've been wishing for, divine feminine. Some sort of clarity or communication that you've been wishing for is coming in, and it's going to make you feel very steady. I also heard that for some, it is a change of income. So whatever you're working on manifesting, divine feminine, if you've been writing things down, keep going, because there's really strong, powerful energy towards the end of the week here for creating things into your life. Ending the week, divine feminine, towards back the weekend, we've got the Empress, which is that very divine feminine energy. It's that Earth Mother. I'm seeing lots of gardening and, growing basil and just fresh tomatoes and herbs and stuff like that. I'm just seeing this beautiful garden. It's like this Earth goddess. This beautiful power of creation that is bringing new things into your life, divine feminine. So be careful with your thoughts, always, but specifically this week, especially since you're starting off that week, really transmuting heavy energies for your masculine, for your counterpart. It's important to really focus on yourself, to really give back to yourself, do whatever you need to do to take care so that you're able to stand strong as a counterpart, I'm hearing, for yourself. The Four of Wands here clarified by the Empress, pulling your weight. And I'm just kind of seeing that the Libra scales just balancing out. The overall energy of the week, divine feminine, is the Five of Pentacles, which is the card of, feeling left out in the cold. But the way I'm receiving it is you're making room in your life, divine feminine, for worthy connections. And sometimes there can be a loss when it comes to that. There can be a feeling of, mourning who you've been, that old life kind of feeling. Look, the Fool. It's the beginning of something new, a leap of faith, but there's something really big, Divine Feminine, in the aspect of your love life, because it's like your heart has been healing in ways you didn't realize your heart needed to heal. And it's really incredible to see, because the stronger that you come into your own, the more that this masculine energy around, your counterpart energy is attracted and pulled in your direction. So you're no longer accepting that feeling of, of coldness in your life, if that makes sense. You really want to bring back that, just carefree living, I'm hearing. So, yeah, Divine Feminine, that's beautiful energy. Make sure you keep your thoughts high. I'm hearing that again. I'm going to get a power message from I forget what this deck is called. Angel Oracle Therapy, I think? I don't know. I just picked it off the shelf. Let me just give it a quick little clear before. And we'll get a power message for the coming week ahead to keep your vibes high. Again, I'm really hearing about writing things down. So if you have been journaling or even drawing for some, it's very important that you're able to get these thoughts and ideas down so that you can make room for more ideas. All right, what is the power message this week for our Divine Feminines? Ooh, they're flipping over, but not coming out. What's this? One more shuffle. There we go. It says, you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. Wow, that's beautiful energy, Divine Feminine, and it's so very you. Look how ethereal. Look at this glowing heart. It's just emitting love, and that's, the greatest power that we have. It's the greatest vibration that there is. Look at things from, love. I know that can sound so like, ugh. And it's not about, just pretending like sometimes things, just aren't sucking if they suck. Because sometimes things aren't great, and we have to acknowledge that. But this is coming out, on the other side. This is finding that strength to get out of that place and come out stronger. So, you might be starting off this week, Divine Feminine, feeling that transmuting energy or that heavy energy for your masculine. For some, I'm hearing addiction clearing. Yeah. So stay strong, Divine Feminine, in your own energy, and make sure you're giving back to yourself. You're very powerful, especially when you care the most about how you're feeling. And I just heard your experience. So make sure that you're in control of your experience, Divine Feminine, this week. Okay? Oh my God. It's like the message needed to be really extra clear. Okay, let's do our Divine Masculines and see what's coming in for them. I think I'm going to use this deck too, actually. All right, Divine Masculines, hello. What is going on? My throat is starting itchy again. It was a little bit itchy when I started the Feminines. Interesting. So I'm feeling like I really need to say something, but I don't know what. But I'm also getting very inspired. I'm just hearing this inspiration is here. So Divine Masculines, perhaps you're feeling very inspired this week. Let's take a look and see what is coming in. Hang on. What's coming in this week for a Divine Masculine collective? The cards are just ready to talk, but I hadn't asked. Hang on. Okay, what's coming in this week for a Divine Masculine collective? Let's fill up this guy. All right. Oh my God. Divine Masculines. Okay, good. So healing. Oh, I just had a big, like, kind of sigh feeling. Overall energy. So I'm usually somebody who, well, I'm like predominantly right-handed. I guess I could be ambidextrous if that's the word. Sometimes I use my left hand. I don't know, just need to point out that I just switched hands with my deck and I do not shuffle like this. So maybe some of you are left-handed, but how weird is that? Like I switch hands and I even put my cards out like that. So that was weird. Anyways, where was I? Divine Masculine. So starting your week off, we have the Seven of Swords, which I actually need to clarify. So I'm hearing not getting away with things anymore. And it's almost like a veil's been lifted, Divine Masculine. Moon. So Pisces energy. Yeah, the veil's been lifted. This like going with the flow. I was drawn to that fish. I'm being reminded in the Divine Feminine reading moving into this week, which is all about emotions and feelings, but it's also about understanding how everything works. There's a way of, what even the fish moving in the water that helps the sand, it helps the current and the sand and things have a flow. It keeps things from stagnating. So it's like everything works together, and that's this energy, Divine Masculine. It's kind of like you're in too deep now, and there's just no getting out of it. You're in this now. The veil's been lifted. You see things for what they are, and you can't really go back. Moving into the week, we've got the Nine of Wands, which is interesting. We've got the Empress. So Divine Feminine energy. This is about healing, which is great to see because you've got the Star here midweek, which is all about healing. It's all about embracing a higher purpose. I'm hearing. I'm actually hearing that Bring Me a Higher Love song. There's some sort of offer from a Divine Feminine counterpart. So this is, really does kind of coincide with our Divine Feminine read, because the Divine Feminine was standing strong for, their counterpart, and the energy was really strong that way, but they were also focusing on themselves. And so by focusing on themselves, Divine Feminines have been helping the masculine heal and kind of come out of this battle. I'm hearing victorious, but also with new ideas. Moving midweek, Divine Masculine, we've got the Star, which is a lot of healing. I'm hearing for some, it's getting over the hurdle. It's kind of like, I also just kind of heard hiccup, so I'm not sure what that means, but I heard like a getting over like a last hiccup. If that makes sense. Wow, look at how beautiful this is. Divine Masculines, the Star and the Sun. That's gorgeous energy. So with the Star, like I was saying, healing. Wow, this energy is really beautiful. The Sun is the most beautiful energy in the whole entire deck. It's such a bright card. It's basically bringing light to everything. It talks about the beginning of something new. It can also be about children and family and just feeling surrounded and fully loved. And you have it with the Star, which is all about healing. So there's a lot of healing going on this week, Divine Masculine. You're really standing in your own ground. For some, I'm actually hearing your new space. So you could be moving into your new space and kind of reclaiming the self again. So that could be for some that, take it as it resonates. Moving towards the end of the week, Divine Masculine, we've got the Five of Swords here, which can be about conflict. Clarified by the Knight of Wands. Yeah, Divine Masculine, some of you are leaving connections that were just physical or sexual connections. You're kind of done with the conflict that brought into your life. Some Divine Masculines are stepping into, like I said, a more, did I say this? I don't know. Spiritual mission or path. Yeah, the Five of Cups, because in the past, Divine Masculines, you didn't really understand what was happening or what you were feeling or really want to experience anything that had to do with a more, intuitive path or something that it kind of was just like, no, I don't know. I hope that makes sense, but you were just denying it, Divine Masculine. And now it's kind of walking away from these surface level connections, walking away from anything that doesn't set your soul on fire. I just heard moving towards the end of the weekend, we've got the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy, but it's a card of finding balance. It's very similar to the Star card, but it's about healing. Look, the Five of Pentacles. It's about that coming in from out of the cold, like that overall card that the Divine Feminines had. And it's just healing. For some, I'm hearing finding that balance of yin and yang within. So tempering the self. You could be meditating more, Divine Masculine. Meeting up with your counterpart is actually helping to balance things out. So some of you could be having, interactions or deeper conversations. The Ace of Wands is the overall energy for the week, Divine Masculine, and that is all about inspiration, but it's also feeling very attracted. I'm hearing to life, just having a passion for life when you didn't think you'd have it again. So we've got the Eight of Swords and the Three of Cups. So you thought that you were going to stay in this, self-imprisonment, but something has changed. And for some, I've been feeling this for a while. It's been a friendship circle change, but there's reasons to celebrate this week, Divine Masculine. And a lot of you are doing it with your counterpart. The Empress is here. Like it's wanting to share this success and this healing. I just got butterflies. This success and this healing with your counterpart. I keep getting these little chills in my and kicks in my tummy. Okay. Maybe someone watching is pregnant and you're getting little kicks in your tummy because I just keep getting these little kicks, or they could just be butterflies. Okay, let's get a power message for our Divine Masculines for the coming week ahead. I swear one of them's flipped. Oh yeah. Goddess. Okay, Divine Masculines, what power message do we have for you for the coming week ahead? Okay, so we've got clear yourself, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed, and mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Wow. So Divine Masculine, just as similar as the Divine Feminine's power message, focus on the self. It's time to really bring your energy back and clear. You're being given this very safe space. Your Divine Feminine is holding space right now. They are creating this beautiful energy within themselves, around themselves, for you to clear, for you to have that place of safety and connect in whichever way you allow these new abilities and gifts to open up. If you're being more empathic, if you're having, messages in whichever way they're coming. For some, I'm hearing a ringing in the ear. Allow yourself to be open in meditation. And, if you're here and you're watching this and this is resonating, I'm hearing about, interesting because I put all these chakra stones out here. I'm hearing a balancing of the chakras. So if you want to find a meditation or able to look something about balancing the chakras, Divine Masculine, that will really help clear, I'm hearing for some, the stagnation. 5-5 is the number of change. So welcoming the change as you clear. And congratulations for some, because I'm definitely seeing this new space. I'm even seeing someone saging and clearing a new space, kind of to welcoming the new, which is really exciting. All right, Divine Masculines. That's it. Let's see. Let's check in with our union space. Oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy all of a sudden. Where was I? Now I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, let's do our union space and see what is coming in this week ahead for the union space. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this deck. Clear it just a little bit. All right, what is coming in this week ahead for our union space for the twins? I'm feeling a very calm, peaceful energy. It's very safe. It's a feeling of safety. Interesting. Look at how much work this union space is doing. Wow. Incredible. Okay, co-union space. So there is a lot of transmuting in this union space. And yeah, we've got the Queen of Wands here, which is strong divine feminine energy. It's a Sagittarius energy. Or sorry, not Sagittarius. I don't know why I keep saying Sagittarius. I just think I know a lot of Saggies. Anyways, Queen of Wands is a fire sign. So with this, it could be, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag, but it's the energy of a very powerful feminine energy, very spicy, you know, very aware of what they want, very creative, and very intuitive. So the overall energy is very focused on the feminine energy. But, however, there's a lot of transformation going through in this energy, or in this union space. A lot of healing, and it looks the way that I'm seeing it now. Like if you're just to look at these cards, it looks heavy. But it's actually that final clearing. It's things coming up that needed to be talked about, things that were just very deep. You know, for some, I'm hearing that you thought you were crazy, or that you thought you made things up. Things about family members that need to be spoken about, karmic ties. All these things are ending. We've got the beginning of the week with the Four of Cups. And I'm getting, it's just this divine intervention that comes in, and with that, there's clearing. So there could be some tear energy. We did see that the divine feminines were holding space for the masculines at the beginning of the week. The Three of Wands. It could be waiting for something as well. So for some, there was waiting for communication, and now that it was received, or waiting for a sign. Once it came in, now there's holding space here for some, it's plain old accountability. Like they messed this up. So take it as it resonates, you know, whichever counterpart, but they messed something up. Or again, I'm hearing something to do with family members or friends. Moving into the week, we have the Queen of Swords, which I'm actually hearing karmic endings. Look, the Sun. I don't read this deck in reversals. How beautiful. So the Sun is coming in and shedding this light on, like I said, these karmic situations. For some, it is people. And it's just like this path has been cleared. Obstacles are being removed. Midweek, we've got, oh my God, the Eight of Swords clarified by the Ten of Swords. There's a lot of, yes, the Eight of Swords is anxiety and overthinking things, but the Ten of Swords is the end of that. It's the end of this heaviness. It's working through that. So the union space is really clearing, making space for, you know, the truth is what I just heard. We've got, moving towards the end of the week, the Justice card, which is Libra energy. How beautiful. You know, this is, you know, things coming to a conclusion, things coming to an end, finally getting the resolution. And the Fool is the beginning of something new. Taking a leap of faith, which, you know, we've had as well, I want to say in the masculines. I don't remember, but I'm seeing the card here. And it's taking that leap of faith forward into the unknown. With these karmic endings, some of these unions are now able to exist. They're able to actually, I'm hearing, hang out, be friends. Moving towards the end of the week, we've got the Three of Swords, which is, I'm hearing from some, the end of heartbreak, but for some, I'm hearing having to see someone else upset. So maybe if it's karmic situations ending, it's having to see another person or a family member, knowing that they're upset about something and having to stay strong because you're standing in your own strength and your own power, regardless of, you know, that's too many cards, regardless of what that might mean for someone else. You know, if it is having to leave a family member that, you know, is non-supportive, or for some, I'm hearing having to end, you know, relationships with a karmic ex. You know, karmics can be anything. I've said that before, addictions. So take it as it resonates. But this is about just letting go, I just heard. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, this energy is something, that comes in quickly. So thankfully this energy doesn't last long. It ends, it's the end of the week, but it's this fleeting energy. There's such a strong, powerful feminine energy here that's holding the strength of this week. But you also have the Sun and the Fool, which is, the sun shining this light on this week. And look at the sun here. It's the beginning of a new journey. And with that, we have these endings. We have the clear out. We have to move forward, move past things. Let's get a power message for the union space. As much as there is this heavy clearing or this heavy energy, there's a lot of communication and there's a lot of strength in these unions. There's a lot of power between the masculine and the feminine right now. Working together. It's what we've been waiting for, I just heard. You are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust that what you see in your mind's eye, as well as your physical sight, for your spiritual vision, helps with your healing, teaching, and guidance. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm hearing for some who are not in contact with their counterpart, this is more of a specific message for you, which is to stand strong in, in your intuition and the feelings that you've been having. Whatever visions, whatever that means for you, your dreams, your telepathic communications, trust in yourself, because whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through is valid and real. So that's specifically for you. The other thing that I'm hearing is that it's important to hold space for yourself as well. When you're holding space for yourself to be vulnerable and to experience, whatever the process of this week is, you're also holding space for your counterpart and for the collective, and it's really clearing and beautiful. I'm also hearing something about rose quartz, so perhaps wearing rose quartz this week would be helpful, or just having it around and just sending a lot of loving energy to yourself through this week, because it looks like we're working through a lot, but it comes out in a very positive way. All right, twins, that has been our weekly check-in. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a little thumbs up. I would love to hear from you down below, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.